Hey everyone, it's March 10th, and that means that if today is your birthday, you share it with Doug Clark, a serial killer who, along with his accomplice Carol Bundy, were known as the Sunset Strip Killers. The pair killed at least 6 victims in the summer of 1980, and that is Clark right up there and Bundy right up there. Born in 1948, Clark's father was in the Navy, and his family moved extensively throughout his childhood, and he claims to have lived in 37 countries while growing up. Clark attended an international school in Geneva, Switzerland, and then a military academy, enlisting in the Air Force after his graduation in 1967. After his discharge, he moved to Southern California in the 1970s, working as a machinist and in factories. In his downtime, he dubbed himself the King of the One Night Stand, adding to his income with money he'd obtained from work as a gigolo for older women in the San Fernando Valley. In 1980, he met Carol Bundy, who became his live-in lover, moving in with her the very first night they met. He shared his dark fantasies with her, which were about violent sexual escapades with underage girls, who he wanted to rape, murder, and commit necrophilia with. Clark often brought prostitutes to their apartment for threesomes, which Bundy willingly engaged in. He soon took an interest in an 11-year-old neighbor, who Bundy lured to the apartment and convinced to pose for pornographic photos. Clark soon escalated from pedophilia to indulging his fantasies of killing a woman during sex, and had Bundy purchase 2 pistols to use for this purpose. He picked up 2 teenagers on the Sunset Strip and shot them after oral copulation, then committed necrophilia with their bodies. Bundy called the police, but was vague about what she knew, and 12 days later, Clark killed 2 prostitutes, decapitating one before dumping the bodies. He put the head in their refrigerator and surprised her with it. The 2 then treated it as if it were one of those Barbie toy heads, styling the hair and applying makeup before dumping it in an alleyway. Bundy was still seeing one of her former lovers, and while drinking heavily with the man after another murder, she confessed to what she and Clark had done. When he threatened to go to the authorities, Bundy shot and decapitated him. Unable to deal with the guilt, she turned herself in, and Clark was apprehended after her confession. At trial, Clark acted as his own counsel, which is always a terrific idea. He blamed everything on Bundy, claiming that she committed all the murders on her own. Their jury didn't believe him, and he was found guilty of 6 murders, while Bundy pleaded guilty to 2 slayings. She was sentenced to life in prison, where she died in 2003, while Clark was sent to death row, where he remains to this day. If this was your birthday, I hope you had a great day. If you know somebody whose birthday it is today, send them this video so they can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Doug Clark, I have to say, happy birthday, you bastard.